101.7 WMMS.
Cavaliers off tonight. The home opener at the Romo Fijo is tomorrow night. That's an 8 o'clock tip against the Pacers of Indiana. And we will be doing the Alan Cox Show, just the tip off pre-party. Down the street at the Clevelander, we will start that at 6 o'clock with Budweiser, where they're 6 to 8. And we're not doing a live show. A lot of people have been asking me if we're going to be doing the show there. We're not. We're doing. We'll be there for from 6 to 8, just hanging out and having some buds. But we have 5 pair of Cavs tickets for tomorrow night's game to give away, and we'll play the Poundcake Hoop Head Challenge. We'll have water balloons or something.
Oh, we got it all set up.
We got it all set up.
We got water balloons. We got some. What are those?
Shaving cream.
Shaving cream.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna put in some balloons. And the way we're going to do it is the first 5 people to make a certain amount of shots, they're the ones that are going to win.
Okay.
So
a certain amount of shots.
Yeah.
In a
so
certain period of time?
You get 3 shots, basically.
Oh, I see.
So if you make 3, you win the tickets.
Only 3?
That's what they wanted to do because, you can't just have people chucking balloons. We're running out of balloons like super fast.
Understood.
So,
all right. We don't want to be out there for an hour is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, on the
exactly.
patio. Anyway, so if you want to get yourself to the game tomorrow night, come join us at the Clevelander, 6 to 8 for the tip-off, and you might get yourself over there.
It's going to be fun, though.
Be
and
a
the
lot of
bar
fun.
is really pumped about the shaving cream aspect. So we're going to have a couple of shaving cream ones for me and you to use.
Okay.
And but we can't fill all of them with shaving cream. That
I
would
understand.
take too long.
Yeah, understood. I've got some breaking news.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
The news has just come down that Carlos Carrasco has received the 2019 Roberto Clemente Award.
Oh, that's very good.
This is a very, very prestigious award. The highest honor that an individual player can get from Major League Baseball. Exemplary humanitarian efforts on 3 continents. He's the first Indian to win since Jim Thome got it in 2002. And only the 3rd player ever in Indians franchise history since the award was created in 1971. Andre Thornton won it in 79, Jim Thome in 02. You know Jim Thome from the Chicago White Sox?
No, he's from the Cleveland Indians.
And now
he went into the Hall of Fame as a Cleveland Indian. Cleveland Indians.
And now Carlos Carrasco. So congratulations to Cookie Carrasco. He's had a tough year, boy. He has had a tough year. But he won the Clemente Award.
Why do they call him Cookie?
Just his nickname.
That's cute. Why do we call you Poundcake? It's cute. You look like a little piece of pound cake. He looks like a cookie.
Maybe he was saying he needed to get some cookie, like the way you were saying you need to get some pound cake.
I guess.
Did it all for the cookie. Come on, the cookie. I was leaving town yesterday, and I think MMS was playing Limp Bizkit. And I was like, boy, say what you want about that Fred Durst. But there were a couple of bangers back in the day.
And it gets your head bopping. Yeah.
It's like 5th grade lyrics, but,
And they were
Break stuff. Break stuff will get my head
it's
moving.
all right.
And they were pulling tail back then, too.
Probably pulling tail now.
Yeah.
Ew. I don't think so.
You were out of town. Do you just go home to see the kids, or?
My daughter had her fall choir performance.
Whenever
last night.
something like that happens, people always think it's something so salacious.
No.
And they're like, "Where's Alan?" I'm like, "I don't know. He's probably with his kids." Because I don't even ask because I know it's something probably like that.
Why would it be salacious?
Because people don't listen.
Right, but I announce I'm going to be gone.
I know, but
Yeah.
not everybody hears that.
I see.
And so then they'll be like, "Well, why is Alan out today? What's going on? What's happening?" And I'm like,
They're just
I don't know.
curious. They're bored and
trying to
curious.
see his kid.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah.
So,
I love
okay.
it when people text me about, like...
I parachute in, I parachute out.
Mm-hmm.
I love when I get the text message of like, oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? From someone I haven't heard from in a while. And I'm like, what? What happened? And they're like, what you said on the show. I'm like, oh, yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, I always get
not
blown
live.
up on
on a
those
best
days.
of.
Because
Yeah,
you know what
best
I'm
of
doing.
days, yeah.
You know I'm at home taking a nap, so I wake up to like 30 text messages. I'm like, who died? Who got shot? And I'm like, oh, no, we're on best of. Sorry.
Meanwhile, he's taking a nap. I'm here trying to learn programming stuff.
Yeah, see, that's why Bill is a more valued employee, Poundcake.
Agreed.
Yeah. Because Poundcake goes, I don't have to go in. It's a great day. That's why
I have been here days. That particular day I went
you have
home.
been here days that we were gone because you didn't know that I was going to be out. And those are even more fun.
Yeah, I don't envy the programming side of this job. It gives me
It's
a
very
real
mundane.
headache. Well, it's just a lot to keep an eye on.
And it's just long. It's a very long day. You think like, oh, wow, I feel like I've been here 2 hours. Nope, 15 minutes. Like, oh, man.
Well, actually,
when I was starting out in the biz,
flew because
I
I was doing I'm learning all this stuff and trying to apply it. So it actually felt like I was here for a very short amount of time because I was working the entire time.
Yeah.
Busy. And, I'm not very good at the editing and the timing that I was trying to do. So it was time was actually flying by, and I was like, uh-oh, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. I need to get this done.
Right. Yeah. Our whole lives are on a clock. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's true of everyone,
Right.
but ours, professionally so as well. No, but like when I was just getting going in this biz, I never wanted to leave the radio station. Like I was there all the time. All the time. Trying to learn everything. And
I've been here a lot lately.
What's that?
I've been here a lot this week.
Yeah, no,
This week
I mean,
has
it's-
been one of those weeks. I mean, I was
good.
here this morning. I was here on a day off, doing work, learning new things.
Yeah, learning new
skills,
things.
being invaluable.
That's right.
That's what you got to be ready for that.
Pavarotti said it best. You have to be eternally student. Mm-hmm. But I don't speak Italian. I think that's what he said. Hey, I have $1,000 here for you. A chance for you to go fund yourself. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword WINGS to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info, standard data, and message rate supply in this nationwide contest. That's WINGS to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
Want some more breaking news?
Hold on. Yeah.
All right.
I would
Good or
love
bad?
some more breaking.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
Felicity Huffman has been released from prison early.
I saw that. After 11 days.
Boy, I'll tell you what. If you are a kid who got popped for pot and you're doing 20 years,
Oh, man.
you look at Felicity Huffman, who couldn't do 14 days in a
Hey.
powder puff
They let her out
marshmallow, like zero security prison.
She didn't escape. They let her out early. She did her time. She paid her debt to society.
They sentenced her
And
to
that's
14
that.
days. They let her out after 11.
Well, that's how it works.
And so was this
Wow.
prison or was this jail?
Well, it was a correctional facility. I mean,
Yeah.
it's prison, but it's a minimum security, like practically, they call them country club prisons,
Mm-hmm.
white-collar prisons.
I wonder, can you take...
You couldn't do 14 days? I mean, if
She
I were
didn't
her...
have to. What is she going to do? Like, no, I was
I'm gonna
sentenced
stay my
14.
time.
Yes.
I'm going to do 14. No,
Yes.
they say, hey, you can get out today. We need the beds. Then you get out of there.
She says, I'm truly penitent for what I've done. Yes, I want to do my full sentence.
What do you know? I'm going to do the 3 days, and I'm going to do a week on top of that because I have another kid that I'm trying to get into college as well.
I'm going to preemptively stay in my cell. 11 days, yeah, in prison for Felicity Huffman. Well, congratulations to her. Meanwhile, Lori Loughlin is still going through her whole trial, although I think now they added more charges to Lori Loughlin.
They're really taking her down.
Yeah, her husband and her and a whole bunch of other people. At this point, I thought the investigation into them was done, and so now they're just going to both sides will present their cases. But they're like, nope, they added more charges, like bribery charges or something. So now she's getting to the point, reportedly, where now she's like, hey, is that plea deal still on the table? And they're kind of like, not really. You mean the one that we offered you 6 months ago? And you said no because you didn't. You weren't smart enough to figure out that we had pretty much an ironclad case against you? Felicity Huffman goes, yeah, I did it. Get me in and out. She's already out of prison.
Yeah, she's done. She can move on with her life.
She's a convicted felon.
That's
Imagine
crazy.
that, right?
A rich white convicted felon.
Okay,
Ain't
fine,
the same.
but
But
nonetheless.
are you a convicted felon?
No.
Not yet. Yeah, but that would be weird to be rich or famous or not. Be weird to be a convicted felon. And Felicity Huffman is.
You can't get
Martha
that-
Stewart is.
You can't get that erased?
I don't think. I don't know.
You can
Not-
get it erased.
No,
If you're rich, why do you need a race? It's not like you're
Yeah.
trying to get a job at Kinko's. Like
I know, but people like...
expunged from
Well,
your
see,
record.
I got my record expunged when it happened, but it's because I didn't have to do any time.
But was
and
that
it
a felony?
No, it wasn't a felony. It was a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor.
But I don't know if you
insane.
can expunge a felony. But
I
maybe.
don't know that you can.
Yeah.
But anyway.
We'll have all the felons text in. They'll be like, yes, you can.
Well, let me know. Yeah, we always hear from people
Well, then
who
they're
are
not
like,
felons if you can. So watch your mouth.
Ex-felons. But I bet you it's probably hundreds
people
of
who've
thousands.
done their time. Felicity Huffman released from prison after 11 days behind bars.
Good for her.
Still think she's not going to do a docuseries or a reality show based on that?
I think she wants to put this as far behind her as she possibly can.
can't.
I think she wants to wipe this off of her CV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she wants to be Felicity Huffman of the Operation Varsity Blues bribery scandal. I think she wants to go back to being Felicity Huffman, actress.
She, speaking of people that want to put things behind them, the girl that was grinding on the cop.
Oh, yeah.
So she got, like, all her details are out now. If you go to AlanCoxShow.com, you can see that her name, her Instagram, and on her Instagram, she's asking for a little bit of money to pay for her legal fees. Apparently her name's April, and she was a graduate of Alabama University in 2018, and she was at the game this past weekend and got a little drunk and a little frisky and was charged with two misdemeanors, disorderly conduct and harassment.
Harassment. She
So you
put
can
her
guess.
ass into that cop.
Yeah. So
They Call Me Ape is her Instagram handle.
How many followers does she have?
well, it's
She
climbing.
has 18,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Well,
Well,
she
it
probably
is-
had 4 the day before this.
Yeah, she didn't have any, and then she's blowing up right now.
Oh,
she'll
April
get
Teal.
that. She'll get that money, no problem. They were like, "Can we? If I donate, will you send me panties or something?"
On her story yesterday, it said, hey, none of this. And it was like some dude asking to buy her socks.
Of course, I told you.
Yeah, because dudes are creeps.
Why not sell them? I mean, listen, I understand that you don't necessarily want to immediately go that route, but once you realize nobody else is giving you money for your legal fees, then you go, fine. I'll sell you some
Take
panties.
some socks.
Right.
It's not even panties, it's socks.
Socks.
Socks is an easy thing to
Yeah.
sell.
I'll
Create an
sell you
OnlyFans.
one.
I'll sell socks right now.
Yeah, one pair of socks. Take care of all your legal fees there.
That's why I felt bad. I don't like anybody touching any of my laundry. When my roommate did my laundry,
Except your roommate who does your laundry.
But like he didn't ask. He like obviously I didn't mind, but in most cases I would be like, "Oh my gosh, no," because I'm embarrassed. I'm like, I got my stinky socks in there
and your skid marks.
No skid marks, please. Clean as a whistle back there. But I was like, "Oh my gosh, you just went through all my laundry and just folded it up and did it." So I was like, "You had to look at every individual piece."
I bet there's a lot of research on how clean whistles actually are. And I think you'd be shocked that they're not that clean.
Okay, well, whatever.
And there's probably not poo on them, but you know, there's
But if I
probably
did,
a lot of bacteria.
if I did have skid marks, he did those too. So I'm like, man,
Well,
Yeah.
what a good roommate.
yeah, it's better than I.
Alan, Felicity Huffman has more street cred than Poundcake. I don't think you have street cred when you did 11 days at a marshmallow facility. Didn't Martha Stewart do like 6 months?
I thought she did a year.
She did almost a year, yeah.
time.
A year
Yeah.
and a day,
Yes,
I think it was.
because it was yeah.
Well,
they got her on different stuff.
They did like a little nod to that on one of the seasons of, what's it called? Of Orange is the New Black.
Oh, Martha Stewart.
Yeah, they did a a lady that was like Martha Stewart and was in that prison.
Okay.
And I think Martha Stewart went to like a more like legit prison.
She
too.
did.
Yeah.
Yes. You can expunge a felony, but it costs you a lot of money. Somebody said.
Well,
She
Felicity
has a
Huffman's
lot of
got
money.
it.
And if she does, but most people who probably need an expunged felony don't have that kind of money.
And it's a
laying around.
white collar crime, so she didn't. It wasn't a sex offense. It wasn't a violent offense. So she could probably get that erased. And just, I don't know why she would, but why
Yeah, I was going to
why
say
wouldn't she?
again. I guess.
If you can, why wouldn't you?
Right, but what I'm saying is, in the court of public opinion, like people know.
Yeah, people already know.
They already know.
True.
So why get it taken off your record? If I'm a guy who did some time for drugs or whatever, and I'm trying to get a job, I'd want that taken off my record
That's right.
so that they don't see that.
I still don't know how that whole system works, because doesn't it show that you had something expunged?
No, I think
it
that's
just wipes it
literally
off
the
clean,
definition
yeah.
of what getting it expunged is. What good is it to pay the money to get off your record if it says previously unexpunged felony?
Yeah, now if she could get all the articles and stuff taken down, that would be worth it. That's the thing that she needs
And be like,
done.
what are you talking about? She's like Shaq in Kazam, or like Sinbad in Kazam. Like, oh, well, you guys thought I went to jail, but I really didn't. That movie never existed, neither did my prison sentence.
Did a Men in Black brain wiper thing.
Exactly.
Look right here into the light.
You guys are freaking out. That was a show I was pitching.
Person can have a felony expunged as long as it isn't a violent crime or a child-related charge.
See?
Child related.
Hers is child-related.
Child related.
Trying to get a kid into college
Child related.
is child-related. Mm-hmm. That's right. Alan, did you hear Bert Kreischer and Bobby Kelly? Of course I did. The Bert Cast. Bert Kreischer has like a dozen podcasts.
All he does is podcast. All he does is just entertain. He's just constantly putting content out.
He's doing 4 shows, I think, at the Agora to record his new hour. When is that?
It's like November 23rd, 26th,
so it's coming up. Yeah,
something,
okay. And he and Bobby Kelly were on the latest episode of the Bertcast talking about one Bill Squire.
Comedy is getting big. It's huge right now. And you go into these towns and like Cleveland. I go to Cleveland and the comics there are so fucking great. So I do a one-nighter there and they jump on the show. But they also help put together the show. Like Bill Squire.
Bill Squire's amazing.
One of the funniest fucking guys ever. And he'll help.
And one of the things,
one of the funniest guys ever, says Bobby Kelly.
I very much appreciate it.
I have a T-shirt that says Carlin, Pryor, Bruce.
You need to add Squire to it.
I got to add Squire to that.
According to Bobby Kelly.
That's right. One of the funniest comics ever.
Fucking guys ever. And he'll help.
And one of the things, not to cut you off, but one of the things I love about Bill Squire is he's not woke at all, but he's very heartfelt and a very sensitive guy. And if you are telling a joke that's a little f***ed up, he won't correct you. He'll just say, hey, that joke, I'll just give you another side of it, another angle. And I love Bill Squire. He's f***ing great.
Very funny guy.
Look at that. You can eat dinner on that for a year.
I love that. He's not woke at all, but he is heartfelt.
But you know what he means.
No, I love that.
It means you're not annoying.
Yes. I love that description. I thought that was very nice, and thanks to everybody that has let me know about that.
Yeah.
And
Bobby, that was $600 well spent on your part.
You gotta invest in yourself,
That's
Alan.
Right.
Invest in yourself.
They're not just doing ads for Squarespace and Stamps.com.
And they make it part of the content, and then
right.
people don't even know.
You never know that it's SpawnCon, baby. They weave it in seamlessly.
I love Bobby.
That's
and I love,
very nice.
I love Bert. Those are two of my comedy friends, and Bobby and I go way back. He helped me kind of figure a lot of stuff out early on in my career, so I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't know what else to say. He's going to be in town at the Winchester February 14th, and I'll be opening for him.
Bobby Kelly is?
Yeah.
He's coming back?
Yep.
Is he going to come in here?
Of course.
I love when he's in here. All right, good.
It's just a little ways out, so I wasn't like,
I understand.
February 14th, get Bobby on the show.
That's right. It's the Bobby Kelly and the Funniest Guy Ever tour.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of the funniest guys ever.
Yes.
That not woke.
I'll tell you what, and that's also great promotion for him when the Funniest Guy Ever is opening for you.
Well, he's one of the funniest guys ever too. He's hysterical.
He's very funny.
Bobby kills. Bobby's so funny.
Alan, I had a felony expunged for $110 American. Wow, 110. American. Well, I threw that in, but still, it's $110.
Then again, it wasn't violent, and it wasn't.
You're not. You're only eligible after 6 years.
Oh.
So you gotta wait a while.
It means only people like the feds or people in the CIA can still see it. Oh, well. So if you're trying to get that job at Kinko's, they can't see it. I'd say that's worth $110. Man.
Yeah, I got them. I could do that right now.
Have you seen that Russian bear attack, by the way?
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I'll show you that when we come back.
All right.
Circus. The Russians are trying to influence the circus. Bear jumps on top of his... He doesn't like being told to push the wheelbarrow around. I get it. Also, the Week 7 picks from Terry the Goat out in Carlton, PA. We usually do them on Thursday, but I was out yesterday for something salacious. So Week 7 picks will do that. Comedian Luke Null is going to join us later on. He's doing a show at the Foundry tonight with the funniest guy ever. And 35192 if you want to text. We'll be back after these.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. From the MGM